This is Slave Pits of the Undercity on Epic Elite. So I'm definitely under geared for this quest, with the exception of my sword. I think my sword is pretty good, the Morning Lord sword. So it has Holy 9, Fiery 9, Undead 9, and uh, base damage is 5 times 2d6 plus 4, and I get another
As you enter
0.25
the
from ship
room,
buffs.
a woman wearing a noble's finery gestures for you to approach.
I'm not sure how my trapping
Dame
skills are
Gold
going to
points
work,
to the
but
door
I've
at the
done the
rear of the
best I can
chamber.
on that for now.
The path beyond the service entrance will lead you to the abandoned temple. The slavers have set up an outpost there. Somewhere inside, I'd expect you'll find the information you need to track the slave lords back to their lair. Dame Gold's eyes narrow, and you hear the sound of steel in her voice. When you find them, I expect you to destroy them. All of them.
So Slave
The
Lords
path
has
leads
some of
to
the
an
higher
ancient
trap
wall. The
DCs of the
symbol of
level
the
30
slave lords
quests.
hangs above the crumbling gateway. A poorly disguised secret door can be seen at the rear of this alcove.
Alright, so we're going to pull these guys back to start. So pretty good start. The Holy Retribution worked well. We're not really having a problem taking these guys down. So we did a trial balloon of this at level 27, and we're definitely doing a lot better now than we were at 27. Let me see how my trapping skills are. I'm still not sure about that. Okay, I found the trap box, so that's a good sign. I'm going to switch to my disabled glove. Arithia is not doing any better at staying out of the traps, and I succeeded on a 10, so it's a good start. And I need to have her stand her ground more. So yeah, so a good start. I wasn't able to even find this spot or search for this trap last time, so I think that's a good start. All right, Holy Retribution's working pretty good.
The door here appears to have been destroyed and hastily repaired.
So there are some really good set bonuses from Sharn, and that's probably what I would want to go for long term. But the reason I'm not doing that is that there's a lot of quests to run, whereas here I just have to run this chain. Whoop, that's not a good sign. There you go. And also, I'm guaranteed to get these items. I mean, it's like there's no question I'll get these items because they're crafted, and I get a certain number of mats every time. So that's why I'm doing this. Overall, the chain itself, I think, is harder than Sharn. Slightly, a little bit. Sharn's no cakewatch. There's my... Alright, this hireling I don't think is going to make it. I'm debating just calling it, just having her sit out. Alright, I'm going to draw them back because we don't know if there's going to be traps or not there. And we don't want to be dealing with the fighting and the trapping at the same time. So my base damage is doing a lot better. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention to my health there. So my defenses are clearly still weak. I'm going to have to be a little more careful going forward. Don't think there's any traps here.
This room stinks of vinegar, fire, and rot. The odor pours from a large mound of smoldering compost in the center of the floor.
So probably the first item I want to make out of here is a PRR item. That would give me some instant survivability. Okay, we're going to go straight here and get the, we're not going to make a left, we're going to go get this group that's straight from the hallway here. So I didn't spot these.
The plants sway gently,
Let me go ahead and get
there is no wind.
Disable fail. Let me get my disable light device item on. Let me get the hireling over here first. So succeed on 11. Fail on a 5. I don't mind failing on a 5 as long as it doesn't blow it up. So I definitely need some, updated trapping gear. All right, let's see what comes out.
The sound of a door opening can be heard in the distance.
And we'll save that shrine. All right, I'm going to draw these back. Sometimes there's traps, and they'll run through the traps and take damage. So let's see if there's traps. Yep, there's traps. So it was a fail. Let me get my gloves on. Alright, well it was a fail, but it didn't blow it up, so that's not too bad. So I'm failing on low numbers. I'm not failing on high numbers. I mean, this is sort of like a best case scenario, I thought, was being able to get the traps, just not quite 100%. I thought the more likely scenario is I blow things up on low numbers, even with my insightful disable item. Alright, no more traps, according to my search. So one thing we're just slightly changing up here is I've been sort of out in the lead, I think, because I'm doing these videos. So even though I'm a paladin, I'm more squishy than Chronivir is. So Chronivir is going to sort of jump out in the lead. He's got really high defenses, and he's able to take the damage no problem. So that way I won't die a bunch of times in this quest. All right, so we want to probably go this way actually, but I guess we're gonna clear this room first. Oh, we got both mobs. All right, we're just gonna clear this room first, and then we're gonna go back to the. We want to get all the optionals. Alright, so the first optional is this way. And when I say optional, I mean chest. We're not doing optionals other than where there's a chest. You can see he's able to take that aggro, and I'm able to DPS. Whoop. It's a lot of damage, even he's going to back up on that one. So I think it's the magic missiles that are getting him there. We'll just back up a little bit. Whoop, I just lagged. Give my heart a heal. I think we got split up for some reason. Not quite sure why. Alright, if we go to the left, we could avoid aggroing all that stuff over there. I'm certainly in favor of that. So 10 shackles. I'm going to pause it while he brings his bard here to loot. We're just staying to the right so we don't aggro all that stuff over there. We're ready to move forward. And I don't think my dire charge is going to be high enough until I get the damage, but I'm going to stick it on here anyways and just see how it does. I need to get higher. Well, they're stunning some people, some enemies, so that's good. Let's see what the DC currently is. Yeah, 51. That's not going to be good enough. I mean, I might get a few of them, but I need to get my stats higher. I need to get my. All right, we're going to try to get just one group at a time here. Oh, looks like we unfortunately accidentally aggroed both groups. But the DPS is good enough to take them down. All right. In some ways, it almost makes it better. It's easier to do it in one group. All right, we're going to go left here for this optional. Umber Hulks, they're pretty tough. And we got some more rats coming up. Use that shrine after. We're going to try not to go too far that direction so we don't aggro the stuff over there.
These tunnels look like they collapsed recently.
And these guys are tough champions. Any CC we have is good. I am helpless. There we go. So legendary chains, I'll be able to make that into an item, and then 9 shackles. And I'm just going to go, while he's bringing the bard over, I'm going to go shrine. Nice implosion there. We have a trap here. Alright, I'm going to get my disable item on. Not going to use my +4 because I want to save that for my universe utility. So that's exceeded at 11. Success on a 1. Okay, that's interesting because I think I was failing on numbers before. Lower numbers before, but maybe it depends on the individual trap. Success on a 15. Success on a 15. Success on a 14. I think there's some more traps around. Success on a 5. On an 8. On a 16. And a 15. Alright, success on a 4, so I'm feeling better about the trapping. Chroniviri used his super fine trap ability there. I'm getting some, my screen freezes up every so often, so after this quest I'm probably going to need to reboot.
Okay, yeah.
We have some oozes coming up. Alright, so we have some pressure plates up there. So we're going to try to draw these guys back to the stairway so they'll run into the traps and then come down. So let's just do that. And now we're going to jump down here and let them run through the traps, come down to us. So these poison pressure plates seem like they're higher DC. Let me get my trap item on. See what I come up with here. Success on a 15. Success on a 2, so definitely feeling like the changes I made were for the better in terms of trapping. And we're just going to pull these guys over here. No traps. go, now this is the way to the other optional chest in here. And that's what we're here for, is loot. So we want to get all these chests. We're going to try to aggro just one side at a time here. It's a pretty rough fight. Looks like we got both sides. Alright, both sides are clear. Alright, bring these guys back. Alright, so here is the optional here.
The orc chieftain growls as you approach. Must be pretty stupid to come in here. I'm gonna scratch you so hard, they'll never find the pieces.
Let me get these war chanters.
Topples with a crash.
So there's a shrine to the right. There's not much fighting to get there, but we don't need it at all. So we can always come back if we do need it. So we're just going to go towards the end fight. And that boss had, Coronavirus had 237,601 hit points. And he hit pretty hard too. I need to add some of these abilities back to my hotbar. I keep looking for them and they're not there, so I want Adrenaline Overload. And I want to try also adrenaline overload with one of these cleaves with Boulder's Might. And I want to stick Unbridled Fury here. I think that should be good. Keep looking for them on my hotbar and then forgetting to put them on there. Alright, no traps. We're going to drag a couple guys back.
A group of orcs stand around a cauldron, chanting in their harsh tongue. The witch doctor looks up and says,
Adventurers! Oh, I love adventurers. Nobody complains when I break them.
witch doctor cries,
Servants, defend me!
the witch doctor gives a final cry and falls silent.
And I would definitely like to get myself healing up before the Reaper runs, so the hireling just can't stay alive. So this next room, I think it's probably best if I solo it. Let me check and see if I can find traps, trap boxes. We could disable that, but then we don't. Alright, we're going to turn all these. That's 30, that's nice. Alright, there's some knockdown traps here. I'm going to hopefully find the trap box. And success on a 14. There's another one coming up here. It's a little higher up here. There it is. Alright, well, we got the 35 traps disabled, 10% bonus. That doesn't feel right. Alright, we're going to drag this mob back. Pretty tough end fight.
The slave lord looks you
We're going
over.
to drag the boss back to these crates over there.
Yes, you'll fetch a fine price. Once you're
Once we
properly
defeat
broken.
these enemies.
Guards, take them alive if you can. If not, well, it won't be a complete.
Alright, pretty rough first quest. Alright. 212,000 hit points. Right over to here.
The slave lord grunts. Very well. I have other ways of dealing with the likes of The slave lord crumbles into a lifeless heap. Now to search for clues to the location of the other slavers. The manifest describes it keeps some distance from here. This fortress seems to play a major role in the slave trade. More clues about the slave lords can doubtless be found there.
So, let's see, I've got 69 shackles and 9 symbols, so probably could make about 2 items every 3 runs. That's not too bad. And that is Slave Pits of the Undercity on Epic Elite.